5-minute rounds in the Cage Warriors lightweight division, should they need them. Mahmod Faour in the black and red shorts. Elliot Jenkins in the black with grey trim. Touch of gloves, and we're underway. Faour, of course, hailing from Lebanon, where Cage Warriors has put on shows previously. Fighting out of Germany, where we haven't, but perhaps tonight, Josh, we may see a German Cage Warriors world champion crown. So who knows what's in the future, and perhaps that's something that's in the back of the mind of Mahmod Faour.
Yeah, I mean, it is a good domestic scene in Germany. It would certainly be nice to be able to bring them a show, but good start here. Jenkins walking forward, just trying to put a bit of early pressure in. A very wide guard. He's worked his way on the inside here.
Forensic little bit of an exchange here up against the cage.
A real grinding war of foreheads early on here, but he's got the pick up on the double, not quite able to complete. It's earned him good double under position though with the arms.
But as soon as that initial attempt failed, straight back in on another entry was Elliot Jenkins, and he gets his man this time.
Yeah, it was the transition to that grip with the arms that really facilitated that second takedown, able to put the bend in, get the reap on the leg. And this is a really good position for Jenkins early here. He's got a very heavy submission side to his win record. Look at that, cutting the hip down to free the leg. There is a bit of an awkward grapevine for Faour, but it's not going to do a whole lot for him. Although he's recovered guard very nicely there.
Surprise, surprise, the submission expert finding out of next gen here in Liverpool.
Yeah, Faour's he's got that, he's got a half guard here, but there he goes. He gets on his side, starts using that knee shield. That's that top leg to try and frame and keep Jenkins off him. But he's pulled himself into a slightly worse position here with his shoulders flat on the mat.
Plenty of options here for Elliot Jenkins. Looking very methodical in his pros, not a rush at all here.
Yeah, got a really good shoulder pressure. That left side, getting that shoulder justice in. If you can keep your opponent's head turned, they of course can't turn into you. You control the head, the body's got to follow. And actually really that right hand, it's controlling really nicely behind the elbow and across to the far hip. You know, you don't need a big underhook sometimes, you just have to control above the line of the elbow. And Jenkins still trying to deal with this half guard. He's sort of threatening the Kimura a little bit from that far side. It just, Faour doesn't seem to have any explosion here, and I think that's what he's going to need, just a little bit of explosion to force the change of position. Well, closed guard, he's recovered. He used the knee shield to push away and managed to grab the closed guard in
Don't grab that fence.
In the scramble.
Out.
And that's the second time we've heard Rich Mitchell warn Mahmod Faour for putting those toes in the fence. You can put the flat of your foot on the cage and push off, but you cannot hook your toes or your fingers through.
Oh, looking for the triangle armbar setup. Good pickup in defense from Jenkins. He's earned another side control here. Yeah, you know, sometimes it can be so hard to not curl your toes accidentally when you're trying to drive off the balls of your feet. You can see he's doing it again there. You've got a great shot on that camera angle.
In much the same ways, it's almost human instinct to reach out and grab when you're being taken down, and you grab for the nearest surface, and not always intentional, but of course the referees have to enforce the rule of law in the cage.
This is a really nice heavy half guard here for Jenkins. If he can keep Faour kind of flat on his back a bit more here, it gives him some options. And again, you see he's blocking that right hand all the way across to the hip.
Just 1 minute left to play with in this first round.
Faour's using this lockdown on the leg to try and keep the hips of Jenkins all the way back, but that was a good decision from the Liverpudlian, just strike to open the guard a little bit more.
A couple of nice forearm shivers there from Jenkins from top position.
I mean, you know, half guard is such a good position to strike from if you pin your opponent's leg and kind of sit on it. You can really, you know, guys like Randy Couture made that position their own. You can do a lot of damage, but Jenkins kind of wanted to stay heavy on the upper body a bit more.
Up now.
Jenkins walking away, allowing Faour to get back to his feet. The Liverpudlian fancying his chances, and Faour happy to oblige here.
That's an interesting decision from Jenkins. I know there's only 30 seconds left, but he was firmly in control of that one.
Obviously very confident what he can do, spinning back elbow. Nice takedown off it for Elliot Jenkins.
Yeah, just muscle to the ground and couple of good elbows. Faour had to, and he's cut here. He's cut and he's worried. Jenkins, I think, is going to let him out of this round. Again, just going to position first, slowing that pace down.
Oh, more short shots from Jenkins to end the round, and he really did put an exclamation mark on that one, Josh.
I think Faour's lucky. Faour's lucky there was only 10 seconds left there.
Well, we'll take a look back at some of the action from that first round. First time we've had a bout lead the first here on our pro prelims at Cage Warriors 96, and this is the initial takedown.
Yeah, blocked behind the knee really nicely, and he just had good top pressure from here. You know, he constantly did everything right. He controlled the head and he blocked the hip. Really two of the most fundamental things you need to do to maintain those positions. This was the attempted submission by Faour, slammed fairly unceremoniously out.
And while you're looking at the replays at home there, we're just hearing the referee Rich Mitchell has called the doctor into the cage to take a look at Mahmod Faour. The referee said he took a big shot at the end of the round. The referee just wanted the doctor to take a look. He's had a look, he's happy, and the fight will continue. The seconds are out, the cage doors about to close. Second of 3 5-minute rounds in the Cage Warriors lightweight division.
Okay, you ready? You ready? Let's go.
And our judges may have to work for their money yet tonight, Josh, as we enter the second round for the first time.
You know, game plan wise, I don't think Jenkins needs to do anything different. The takedown to just heavy top control is a great position for him, and Faour getting stuck in first on the feet.
Keeping the pressure up is Jenkins early on. Nice knee.
We say it every time, but we say it every time, but that inside head position is so important. You can see them jostling for it, but Jenkins, most of the time, he's getting the better of it. And he's fought for that underhook well. See if he changes level here, or if he tries to tie up upstairs. The double unders did it for him in the first round.
Don't grab that fence.
And if you've enjoyed the ISO Sport prelims live on the Sport Bible, don't forget, 9 p.m. UK time. We are live on BT Sport in the UK, UFC Fight Pass Worldwide, and our local international broadcasters. We also love to hear your thoughts on tonight's card on social media. Use the hashtag CW96 at Cage Warriors on Twitter and Instagram, and Cage Warriors on Facebook.
This is a really good sequence of control for Jenkins. You know, he transitioned well. He did get a takedown, but then popped back up. And again, he's got to hold on to the hips here. He needs to drag that leg back out. We saw him ankle pick and pull a moment ago. And he's going to try the same kind of valley drop takedown behind him, shoot that left knee behind, but Faour's managed to get back to all square here. All of this is great cage control, and it's good kind of, you know, lower level aggression from Jenkins.
You need to advance this. Let's go, gents.
And you heard the referee ask for a little bit more, and immediately Jenkins disengaged. Taking the center of the cage now is the man from Next Generation.
Little jumping knee off the tie clinch. It's a good tie clinch for Faour, but all he's done is guide Jenkins down towards the hips. This is going to be another good takedown for him.
Not often you see a jumping knee to the waistline.
No, you do not. There's not really anything here for Faour apart from the reversal. I was going to say, submission-wise, there's nothing for him, but Jenkins has got to move here. I wonder if he's burnt out a little bit.
Oh, and Faour's got to watch the 12-6 elbows. Rich Mitchell taking a close look, and it's over.
Oh, Jenkins is not happy.
Referee Rich Mitchell.
You know, Jenkins can protest all he wants, but he went limp, he turned on his side, he didn't try and escape, he didn't try and hip out, he didn't even try and, you know, protect himself or move in any way. At that point, when you turn away, the referee doesn't really have a choice.
You know, it's perhaps a strange thing to say this out of the referee's hands, but like you say, Josh, there is no option for the referee other than to call a stoppage to a contest where a fighter is taking repeated shots. He's not responding to your request to move or defend or advance his position. And unfortunately, that's a TKO stoppage in mixed martial arts, and a good one from Rich Mitchell.
Yeah, most of the round was going the way of Jenkins, but you look at it, he turns away, he's not moving his hips, he's gone flat with his hips to a certain degree, and he's really just keeping his arms covering his head. You know, that lack of movement and turning away is, I guarantee, what prompted the referee to stop that one.
I'm sure cooler heads will prevail. Clearly upset is Elliot Jenkins, but you know, we've had a number of replays there, and that's a good stoppage as I can remember in mixed martial arts from referee Rich Mitchell. Regardless, we'll throw this one to our MC in the cage, Andy Friedlander, and for one last time on our ISO Sport prelims, he will make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 2 minutes and 49 seconds of round number 2, Rich Mitchell stops the contest, declaring the winner by TKO, Mahmod Red Faour.
Mahmod Faour against the play that we saw in that contest, Josh. He really did appear to be on the back foot, but able to turn things around in the second round and get his 5th pro victory.